Hey y'all, or should I say Nika Nation, Nika fam. How y'all doing today? PiecesofNika is back, and in today's Talk About It Tuesday video, I'm actually going to be talking to you all about how to get your baby to sleep through the night. And before I get started, I did film a tutorial on this hairstyle. It'll be posted on Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. And thank you all for watching. Stay tuned if you want to hear how to get your baby to sleep through the night. So, my baby right now is 21 months, and he has been sleeping through the night since he was 2 months old. And what I found, what I wasn't doing when he wasn't sleeping through the night, I wasn't giving him nightly baths when he was that young. I was just giving him like little warm towel wipe-offs. But I found that when I started actually putting him in his newborn tub, he actually slept a lot better and a lot longer when I started doing that. So I really want to give just like 4 or 5 tips on what you can do to get your baby to sleep through the night. So tip number 1 was to give them nightlies or every other night warm baths in an infant tub. And the tub that I used for him was the 4 Moms infant tub, the one that gives you the temperature and tells you when the water is too hot, too cold. That tub was amazing. So yeah, that's number 1 thing. Make sure you give them a nice warm bath and warm up the milk, of course. So a warm milk bottle and a warm bath would definitely do the trick. Another thing I found also with any baby is to try to find a routine for them. We all know that most babies sleep all day and they be up at night. They have their nights and days mixed up. So what you want to do is, like what we did for Parker, was after a certain time you don't want to let them take any naps, because if you do, they'll be up all night. So between 5 and 6, we never let Parker sleep past that point, because if we did, he was going to be up late. So definitely let them take about 1 to 2, maybe 3 naps a day. When Parker was 2 months old, he did take about 3 naps a day, and we never let him sleep past that time. So we found that the less naps he took, the better he slept at night. So you basically want to keep your baby active during the day and then kind of wind them down at night by reading them a book or dimming down the lights and just listen to like lullaby songs, or just keep it kind of peaceful for your child. So like for him in the daytime, we would play with him. We would try to keep him up. But then sometimes he would still crash and go to sleep, and we would let him do all you can to keep your baby active through the day. So I'll say that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 was, we basically, to start his routine, we fed him at the same time every day. So his feeding times usually, well back then at 2 months old, he ate every 2 hours. So I definitely stuck by that, every 2 hours, and then it moved up to every 3 hours, then every 4 hours, and now he eats about every 4 hours even now. Sometimes we'll feed him snacks in between, but usually we stretch out his meals to every 4 hours. You basically just want to make sure that your baby eats at the same time every day, and just stick to that schedule, and they will start getting used to that. And then come nightfall, when it's bedtime, give them their warm milk and their food, or if you're feeding them baby food, give them their food. Their body will start to wind down and they'll know it's time to go to sleep. So yes, stick to a routine for tip number 3. Feed them at the same time every single day. Don't change it, just stick to that. I'm telling you, your baby will definitely get used to that routine. And for tip number 4, to get Parker to sleep through the night as well as sleeping in his crib. I didn't mind him sleeping with us, but my husband was like, no, he needs to get used to his bed. So we put him in his room and we let him just get acquainted with his crib. Yes, he cried. We just kind of let him cry for a few minutes. We would go in there and check on him. We wouldn't get him. Go in there and tell him, it's okay. This is your bed now. It's gonna be okay. And then he'll kind of calm himself down. And before long, he would go to sleep. So like when your baby's in their crib and they're crying, just don't immediately go get them. Wait it out. Just kind of see what they're gonna do first. You can go get them a couple of times and bring them back to your room, hug them, tell them it's okay, but go immediately and put them back in there. Whenever they start coming down, put them back in there, because they have to know that this is now where you need to sleep. And then once they see that you're not coming back to get them, then they'll start to learn to self-soothe themselves back to sleep. So that's what we did with him. The first night we put him in there, he did cry. We went and got him. Once he calmed down, we put him back in there, and then he'll cry again, and this time we won't get him. We'll just leave him in his bed and just kind of rub his back and say, it's okay, calm down, and then walk out. He cried, but you have to learn to let them self-soothe themselves. They're gonna be okay. Don't worry. Don't feel like this is wrong, because a lot of parents do this and it works. Because we haven't had any issues ever since with him sleeping in his own bed, his own room. He sleeps so good in his own bed, in his own room, because that method works. Allow your baby to self-soothe themselves. You can go in there and get them, but always put them back in their room when they come down, and just leave them in there to figure out how to go back to sleep on their own. It works. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5, you definitely want to be sure to have the overnight diapers. We use Pampers overnight for him. That way they won't pee through their diapers overnight. You won't have to worry about going in there and changing your baby in the middle of the night, because that will wake them up out of their sleep. So for you parents out there who feel like you have to go in there 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to change your diaper, you don't. The overnight diapers really work good. We've never had to worry about him having accidents through his diaper until early morning if we leave it on like past, let's say 7 or 8 o'clock. But he'll been had it on for up to 8 hours and with no leakage at all. So definitely get you overnight diapers. Put that on your child before you put them in their bed that night before, and you don't have to worry about waking them up at all when they're sleeping. Just let them rest the whole night. So definitely get overnight diapers. So we did that for Parker. We never woke him up in the middle of the night to change his diaper. Don't do that. Let them sleep. I don't rock him to sleep. You definitely don't want to get your baby used to that either. Don't rock your baby to sleep, because they would depend on that. So definitely don't rock them till they fall asleep. Just rock them until they're starting to kind of go like this, like they're getting ready to fall asleep. And then put your baby in their bed, and then try to quickly walk out before they notice that you're leaving out. Because if they see you leaving out, then they can start crying. But usually by the time we lay him down, we try to hurry up and run out the room so he won't see us. And so we'll look on his monitor and he'll be turning over, getting ready to go to sleep. So definitely try these tips. This is what worked for us. And Parker sleeps great from 7 p.m. all the way until 6 p.m. the next morning. And that's usually the time we get up anyway for work. So this definitely works for us. Definitely try these tips with your baby, even up until the age of 1 and 2 years old. It definitely works from birth on up till 2 years old, because we're still using these same techniques and they've been working for us. And when Parker's on his routine, he already knows between 7 and 8 it's time to wind it down and get ready for bed. So I hope y'all enjoyed these tips and enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next Talk About It Tuesday video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, man. Hey.
Tell her you on the phone right now.